What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Chuck.
And I'm Brandy.
Today, coming at y'all with something new. We decided we're going to try a new line of videos, and we're going to call them the Legion Sessions, where we just sit around and talk about the newest nerdy stuff. And it's going to be just us talking nerdy and nothing in particular. While we sit off camera and smoke, y'all can listen to us talk. Today's little session's going to be about The Last of Us, episode 2, or season 2, episode 4, which just dropped. It was a great episode, especially if you play the game. Like, even without having to play the game, I thought it'd probably be a great episode. But seeing as we played the game a couple times and we're running through it now, it's awesome. Day one.
It definitely pulls at the heartstrings in all the right spots. And
yes.
The guitar.
Yeah, we'll get to that for sure. The guitar. This episode was directed by Kate Herron, who directed all the episodes of the first season of Loki. And Loki is low-key one of the best shows on Disney.
Yes.
And she directed every episode of the first season. Every episode.
First season was fantastic.
It was awesome. It really was awesome. Across the board. Everything. I know I always talk about how WandaVision is probably my favorite show on Disney.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah, no. Loki is right there. The first season for sure is right there. And for all y'all smokers out there wondering, we are smoking on a Grape OG Country Cannabis 1 gram pre-roll. And it's one of our favorite brands. Definitely one of our favorite strains.
Yes.
Yes. So it starts out with Isaac. Like, what was it, 7 years?
11.
Or 11 years?
11 years. It was...
Yes, it was 2018.
Woo.
Yeah, woo.
Woo.
He was like, fucking drop some grenades in the motherfucker.
Oh, poor Josh Peck.
No, I know, right? I wonder how many people realized that that's who it was. Oh, Drake and Josh. Motherfucker was going ham.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Isaac went out and met the wolves and took the new guy with him.
Yeah, because the new guy wasn't...
Indoctrinated. He was malleable.
Yes.
Isaac could shape
Still
him.
moldable.
That's right. He could shape him how he wanted. And by the end of the episode, we find out he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes. Then we pick up with, which is pretty fucking funny. We pick up with Ellie and Dina riding through Seattle, and then like, what's all these rainbows about?
Oh my gosh.
It was great. So much for the colorful proud Seattle. Is that what she said? Something like that. Rainbow proud.
Something.
Yeah. Look, what's all the rainbows about?
She later has a very different view of Seattle.
The irony. Yeah. The irony, of course, you probably don't even have to point it out, with Dina and Ellie and Pride.
Yes.
And it's crazy that they don't even know anything. Of course they wouldn't. Like, to be honest, surviving is probably the most important thing to anybody. And who cares?
Who you love.
Right. Like, that's how it should be anyway. But yeah, and then they run into the alley where they're all dead or whatever.
I'm gonna check for ammo. Because anybody playing that game knows that's what you do.
That's right. And they go into the music store to hold up until nightfall, right?
Yes.
And straight out the game, Ellie finds the guitar and sings the same song.
Take me on.
That's right. Take on me. Which was great because before we watched the episode, I asked her, I was like, you think that she's actually going to sing that song?
And she did.
She did. It was great. It really was great. And then Dina come up and called her, and that's one of those emotional scenes that you were talking
Yes.
about at the beginning of the session.
This whole season has messed with our emotions, but
And it will continue to. It
but we
just
know
will.
this, and we're along for the ride.
Yes, that's what The Last of Us is. It just is. From there, we switch over to Isaac and the naked Scar and all his glory.
Yes.
Just in the no. And Isaac talking about his pans. Those are some nice pans.
They were.
And I bet they're fantastic to cook on.
But they're not cheap either, because,
Hell no.
poor hand.
Oh, man. He didn't care. He was going to give him his other one by the end of it.
Willingly.
Yeah. You see how much she's got. Not she, but somebody had started that she's like a god. And
Yes. Indoctrination.
yes, I'm telling you
Again,
what.
on the other side.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Many paths could be followed in this
Yes.
apocalypse.
By this time, we know that Dina is pregnant, right? Or at least she found some shit in the pharmacy and she had to go pee.
Yes. Yes. For those of you who have played the game,
We know.
you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what that's implying.
Right. But she hasn't told Ellie.
No.
And they set out to the TV station.
Oh.
And
the
just
TV
like in the
station.
game, man, it was a massacre.
It was.
People hanging from the rafters, the
Guts
hanging
cut
out.
out. Like
Behind the scenes on this episode was real people, real stunt people they had hanging from harnesses and shit to make it look as real as possible. It wasn't like
Yes.
mannequins or anything like that, which I thought was great. Like the visual effects people of this episode came forth and said that everything was practical. And I'm gonna tell you what, you can tell, and it really comes through in
Yes.
the show, because when they're running from the wolves or whatever, and they go into that subway, like
yes. Oh,
that
the subway.
that set in itself was fantastic.
Immaculate.
It was. Man, and straight out the video games, they were hiding behind that little block while they were walking around.
Yes.
And for y'all that play the game, know that Dina, when she starts counting, she closes her eyes, start counting. That's like in listening mode.
Yes.
That's exactly what that is. She's going into listening mode and counting how many
clickers or
And of course, at first it was fine, but then they realized there was an army of these motherfuckers coming. And the clicker in the window when they get
Yes.
that was like I got chills and kind of jumped for a second.
it was great.
Looking just glorious. The clicker in all his glory. And if you watch the behind the scenes stuff on this one, it showed him standing outside the train, like in between takes.
Yes.
looked fantastic.
It would be terrifying.
Yes. And
Like if I saw that in real life, nope, I'm done.
Yes. And they're almost getting away, and they get in the little turn cycle or whatever, and Dina's about to get bit, and Ellie sticks her arm
Ellie.
out. That's right. Ellie stuck her arm out, which she's immune, so
She knows,
of course.
but Dina doesn't.
And
And this
yes.
is where we really find out how much Dina cares about Ellie.
Yes. Dina gets to find out, and theory, she better be lucky Joel's not alive.
Because she'd be dead.
Yes, Joel would kill her, because I still think that's what happened to Eugene. I said that like before the season even started. I thought that the Joey Pants episode with Eugene
Yes.
was going to be different from the game, and it was going to be something along the lines of him finding out. Yeah, and I think that's exactly what happened. Like, and even in the last episode, Ellie kind of seemed like ashamed when he was brought up. You want a shotgun?
Yeah. That's great.
One sec, y'all. That's right. And then from the subway tunnel and her getting bit, they run off to the theater, which is one of my favorite hole-ups in the game. Is this theater?
Yes.
Me being a movie person anyway, and it's a theater, and yeah. She runs, or actually she says she's gonna go sit in the seat, Ellie, and take a nap. And man, when she wakes up and Dina still got like the light and the gun on her, Dina looks like hell.
Well, I mean, she's worried she's about to destroy her future because she's infected.
Right. Oh, I know. Hold on a sec, y'all. All right. That's a good shotgun. This is also when Dina tells
Ellie she's pregnant.
Ellie she's pregnant.
And Ellie's going to be a dad.
Yes. At this point is also where they have them some intimate time.
No holds
Like it
barred
was-
with HBO.
Yeah, it was like emotion is what it was.
Yes.
They were so full of emotion. One of them's pregnant. One of them's immune. Dina doesn't have to kill Ellie.
Her future's not dead.
Right, Ellie does not have to die. Like, you know, like Dina's gonna believe her. Like, she loves Dina, and just, yes, if she'd have shot, oh man, that'd have been the worst. Dina would have never forgiven herself, because I'm sure Tommy would have told her.
I would hope.
Yeah. Then, of course, they wake up and fix their morning breath with beef jerky.
Yes.
It was beefy.
Beefy.
That's right. And, yeah, Ellie's going to be a dad with Jesse. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh, Jesse. And then they hear some booms, and they run out because they figure out where... who is it?
Nora.
Nora. That's right.
Nora's going to know where Abby is.
That's right. So they run out on the roof of the theater, and they get to see a war pretty much going on in Seattle. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with Seattle? What the fuck is going on in Seattle? Dana.
Good old Dana. Best line in the episode.
Yes, for sure. And then it cuts off. Of course, that's the end of the episode. So, man. So, next episode, we're going to get a few more. Well, they did show us like a trailer from the next episode.
Yes.
And we're going to get spores.
Yes, it's in the air.
In the air. Like, they in the first season, they decided to go differently because they didn't know how to treat it. So I guess in between seasons,
they figured it out.
They figured it out because we're going to get fucking spores in the air now, which is going to be great.
Down here for all of it.
Right. I figure it's got something to do with how do you film all these people with their faces covered the whole time, and like they probably thought it wasn't going to be good for the audience. Like, how do you, who's who, and you know, that kind of deal. But I guess they figured it out, which you ain't got to worry about Ellie. She's just going to run around with it.
Yep.
I thought when we did the trailer reaction, I thought that there was that spot where the spores were coming out, and it was going to be airborne.
And I'm here for it.
Yes, so much so. What else was in the trailer? That, to me, that was the big thing. Was some more Isaac, right?
There was more Isaac.
That's right. Give me some more Isaac, because man, I love some Jeffrey Wright, and he just chewed up the scenes tonight.
He did. Commanding presence.
Yes, I mean, even back in 2018, when he was just sitting around with the rest of them, all the way up until he was on that kid in the fucking kitchen. Yeah,
it still hurts just thinking about it.
Yes. Of course, he's the same dude that voiced Isaac in the video game.
Yes.
So it was like a treat to get this motherfucker back to play Isaac. It was great. Overall, I love this fucking episode. I'm loving this season. But I love this franchise.
The first season was fantastic, and if I always struggle with the second season or the second in a series being as good as the first.
Right.
But this one very well may meet that mark.
Right. The second game, to me, I still have the place in my heart for the first game.
Of course.
And that story of Joel and Ellie. And I don't think the second game is as good. Now, that's probably just because of my rose-colored glasses and my love for the first game. Because the second game is so much bigger. There are more characters. There's more things to do. Everything's more. But it's, to me, it's not near as emotional.
It's not.
As the first one. Like, you're hit with...
There is the event.
Yes, you're hit with the event. Ooh. And Joel's gone. And that's like a big deal in the game. But that happens at the beginning of the game. The rest of the game is revenge or vengeance. Even on Abby's part. It's revenge or vengeance whenever you're playing with Abby. So, you know.
I do.
And they'll be splitting. I already know, we're not gonna get a lot of Abby's
story this season.
Not from her point of view, anyway. Like, I'm sure we'll have season 3, day 1.
Yes.
Day 2, day 3, just like there will be in this season. I'm surprised we haven't got the Eugene episode yet. I was for sure it was going to be like early on, just like last season with Bill and Dude. You know.
It may be the next episode.
No, remember we got. Or are you talking about after next week? Because remember we got a trailer for next week's episode.
What I'm getting at is there may be a small flashback. Ellie may just be telling Dina about it.
Not from what I understand, he's getting his whole episode. He's getting his own episode like Bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a bottle episode.
Yes.
Got you.
That's why I've been surprised we haven't gotten it yet.
It's coming.
It is. I can't wait. Oh man. Fantastic episode for you.
It was.
Right.
I'm still reeling over it and ready to watch it again.
Right. It was like horrifying and emotional and captivating. It gave me chills.
On the edge of your seat.
Right. I teared up a couple of times.
Yes.
Because of the emotion and because of the video game too, of course. Man.
It does seem like they may be kind of veering away from the video game a little bit. But we won't know for sure till next week.
Oh yeah. Well it won't be exactly like.
Because if you've played the game, once Ellie finds out Dina's pregnant, she won't let her do anything.
Oh yeah, and Dina's sick.
Yes.
There for a bit and doesn't go out with Ellie. Right. Ellie goes out by herself and Jesse shows up, right? And she takes Jesse back to the theater where Dina is. Yeah. I swear that's how it goes in the game.
It is.
Yeah. Man. Fantastic episode. Hey, leave some comments. Let us know what y'all thought about this episode. Let us know what you think about the new video sessions we're going to be doing. If y'all like it or if you don't. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments for sure. We will answer them.
Of course.
Right.
Always interacting with our fan base.
That's right. If you like what we do here, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I've been Chuck.
I've been Brandy.
We are the Legion of Nerds. Y'all don't have too much fun.
I'll be the last thing you see when your life fades to black.